Hey everybody, Michael for TravsX here, and today kind of want to walk through using Claude uh, AI agents with Business Central. Business Central currently has um, a few a few agents built into it already, and it also has capabilities to customize and create your own agents. However, in my opinion, it's not the best yet. It hasn't evolved to where it needs to evolve, but Microsoft's getting there, and I'm sure they'll get there. Right now, in my opinion, Claude is the go-to AI that you want to use. So, with that, we created an MCP, which is basically a connection into Business Central. Created an app in Business Central so that the connection connects to the app, and then we can control its security and permissions within Business Central. So, I have built a couple agents for this. Uh, Jarvis is like my VP here at TravsX. We'll get into that later. And then one of the other AI agents is Lucia, who is our Business Central specialist. And what we want to do right now is we just kind of want to have some fun and go through and see if we can kind of sort of maybe pull off a month end close here. Um, I don't know if I'd recommend this to everybody just yet because it's going to take some time to get set up and whatnot and put those guards and parameters and securities in place. But currently, right now, Lucia can read all the data inside of our Cronus database, Business Central, as well as write to Business Central, and that's kind of where it gets a little iffy. As time goes on, people are going to trust AI more and more and more. So I don't think writing to the software is going to be that big of a problem. I think it's more of you're going to have to schedule time to monitor what is written to the software just for your own peace of mind to make sure that nothing has really changed. But right now on the screen, you can see I'm in the project folder that I created, and I've typed in this command prompt: Jarvis, it's month end close for Cronus, April 2026. Have Lucia review the books, find close blockers, explain the risks, and tell me what needs to be fixed before we approve the close. Read only. No changes without approval. So let's go through and kind of see what happens and see what we've built. We'll press it on through. You can see we have instructions here for Jarvis and everything in Claude. Everything generally goes through Jarvis on the system. So there's different agents for different things, but Jarvis will assign what work needs to go to what agent. And then the agent will pick skills that it could use to accomplish the task. And if there are no skills available to accomplish the task, the agents will then use their reasoning to try to accomplish the tasks. So right now you can see that it's going through the thought process. It's routing to Lucia Bianchi for the Business Central month end close review. Read only. So she's pulling right now. Jarvis is pulling up her skill files first, and then everything will kind of get to work. So while it's doing this, though, let me just share this real quick. So first, AI for month end close. What's the point in using AI? Is AI trying to replace people? In some instances, it is, especially for certain entry level jobs. But right now, it's really a tool for people to save time, become more productive, and things like that. The key word there is time. We want to use AI to save time. Everybody's busy, things are going on in lives. People are all stressed to the max. So whenever we can use AI to save time, it's a great thing in my opinion. So why do finance teams care? What do we got here? Month end close is slow because teams hunt through ledgers, subledgers, journals, bank activities, spreadsheets. AI can run the first pass review a lot quicker than people. It's probably more consistent than humans, and it also you can have approved controls built in. But again, finance teams care because we're saving time. Um, So some of the things it offers: a faster close review, better exception spotting, controller ready package. So this is turns raw Business Central data into a clear close status, risks, proposed actions, and approval items, as well as provides a safer execution path. The outcome we're looking for is finance people get a clear answer on, are we ready to close? What is blocking the close? What needs approval? And what should happen next? Now, technically, I'll show you, we can go through and have Lucia answer, find all these things, what's blocking the close, what needs approval. But then she can also write back to Business Central. So you technically could do the month end close in Business Central. But you would have to work with your AI consultant, or recommend working with your AI consultant, because you're going to want to set those parameters up, and you're going to want Lucia to ask you approvals for certain things before it writes back to Business Central. But as the agent learns more and more and more, those approvals can become less and less and less, and the AI agent can actually perform the entire process without needing any sort of approval from you. But it's all a trust factor as well. So what does AI add to the close process? It's not replacing accounting judgment, right? That's where AI is lacking. It doesn't have the judgment that humans have. Thankfully so. Um, if you've ever seen the movie I, Robot, when he in the beginning he gets into an accident with a car with a younger kid in a car, and both cars go into the water, and the AI robot jumps in and realizes that he has a better percentage chance of living. Let's just say he's got a 60% chance of living if the robot saves him, as opposed to 11% with the kid living if the robot saves the kid. Humans know, save the kid first. 11% chance is more than enough for any kid. Robots, AI, they don't know that though, right? They don't have that judgment call. So it's kind of like that with this. We're just looking, like I said, looking to save time, make things quicker. So it can read, it can review all the information, it can flag things within Business Central, it can prepare reports, it can prepare artifacts. Let's say there's something that you need to do every week. You can create an artifact to where it links to whatever you need it to link to, the data in Business Central. Come to the AI and just refresh it, and it'll pull all the information you need weekly. And it can, you can approve things and have it write to it. Some of the areas AI can review: GL, AR, AP, inventory, basically anything that is accessible in Business Central, depending on the permissions. So let's take a look back here at Claude, and we can see what we got going on. All right, skills have been loaded. You can see it's setting up the task list. It's good. Loading Lucia's MCP tools. All tools are loaded. Lucia is going to work. It confirmed the company. I'm using the Cronus database. Now it's pulling GL accounts, kicking off all data. It's a large file. Here we go. We got our first approval. Claude wants to use Get Business Central Finance Report Record from local BC. Yep, I can allow for this task. I can allow for all tasks. I prefer to do this right now. Allow just for this task. And we're going to have a couple of these that pop up. But while it's working again, let's go back and let's talk about some of the agents that I've built here. So my so-called VP is Jarvis Munger. Jarvis, because I love the AI in Marvel for Iron Man, and Munger because I am a huge fan of Charlie Munger. So what does he do? He's a strategic router, decision partner, and executive command layer for the TravsX AI operating system. So everything that I do in AI goes through Jarvis, and then Jarvis picks. So if I say we want to create some social media posts, I tell Jarvis we want to create some social media posts. Jarvis then looks at the list of agents that we have and decides which agents best will help me create those social media posts. So he's basically the front door intelligence layer for TravsX. He interprets the user request, he chooses the right specialist agent, selects the right workflow, and keeps the work moving with practical next steps. So as time goes on, I'm going to have more and more agents, as most people are going to in the business world. And it's just like a business. When it gets to the point where you have so many that you can't remember what each one does, you want to have that go-to guy like Jarvis, right? You want to have that chain of command. So Jarvis is for sure the starting point with everything that I do. What he does, he routes business requests to the right agent school, a skill, and MCP tool without forcing the user to know the plumbing. coordinates work across Business Central, SEO, whatever it may be. Protects live systems by identifying approval points. Yep. He basically does it all. And for this project, he's routing the work to Lucia Bianchi, who is our Business Central specialist. She is a analytical finance and operations specialist for Business Central. She is our go-to agent right now for everything Business Central. Now, as time evolves and we want to start doing more things with Business Central, we may have sub-agents where Lucia will sub it out to a Business Central manufacturing specialist or a Business Central, sales specialist. But right now, she's the go-to. She has her parameters created. She has skills created. She knows exactly what she needs to do. And she will pull information from wherever it is. She has the ability to reason. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. Let's go back to Claude here and see what we got going on. All right, large file, big data sets. All three saved to the disk. Yep, let's allow for the task. Claude wants to use get business right. Yep, again, allow. And this is good. I personally like the AI asking me to allow certain things. You can see right here the progress. It's confirmed. Right now it's confirming company and pulling GL accounts. Yep. I think maybe next time I might allow all for everything just to kind of maybe speed up this demo. But you can see that next it's going to run the period variance review for April versus March. Review the accounts receivable for customer ledger, review the AP for vendor ledger. Claude would like to co-work in Claude projects. That's okay with me. And once again, these things are going to pop up, and when we're so-called optimizing the agent, we can put all these parameters in place. That's why it's really important to work with an AI consultant or an AI specialist to do these things. But let's see what else we got going on here. So yeah, Lucia is going to review the bank accounts and bank ledger entries. She's going to review fixed assets. She's going to review journals and unposted journal lines. And she's going to compile, close a blocker report with risk ratings and recommendations. So let's let this run, and then we'll come back in about a minute or two, and we'll show you the final output.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Okay, Lucia has come back and she has created the full close blocker report. And let's see what we got going on here. So we click it, and you can see that she has created this report. It's opened up on the side here. April 2026 month-end close blocker review, prepared by, reviewed by. Obviously, all this can be customized. So let's see, we got a close readiness summary. You can see that she went over the revenue completeness. It's not ready. Risk levels high. Same for accounts payable, cash bank GL, and went through basically everything. Depreciation, accruals. Do we get anything? Oh, fixed assets register is clean. Journal batches are empty but clean. So you can see the overall close status is blocked. Do not approve close until blockers are resolved, which I like. I do not want Lucia going ahead and doing this month-end close without some sort of input. If we were to have her do the month-end close. Now we can see the blockers. These must be resolved before approval. Blocker 1, revenue near zero for April. Count 40-14-0 resale of goods. 40-10-11-0 sale raw materials. Blocker 2, accounts payable net zero in April 2026. You can see we have more blockers. Cash account shows negative. Net activity in April. 8 bank ledger entries open and unreconciled since January 2026. And these appear to be savings to checking transfers. Blocker 5, depreciation not posted. And you can see we got a whole bunch of multiple blockers. Items requiring investigation before approval. Investigation item 1, manual 40,000 COGS entry. Hmm. I remember actually doing that. I don't think it's 40,000 for one entry though. I think it's two entries at 20,000 each. So that I know for a fact that error's on mine because I was trying to demo artifacts, or I was trying to create an artifact. And what an artifact is you can come over here and we can click live artifacts. You can see that I created this variance analysis report. This was just a test, so it's only viewing 3 accounts, but you can put in here, let's say you have a report that you want AI to build for you every week. And instead of you either building it yourself or having AI build it every week, you put what the parameters are, come in here, and then you just click reload, and it'll say fetching live data from Business Central, and it'll repopulate with your live data in Business Central. But for now, where were we? Here we are. So let's see. Blocker 6, COGS entry, no accruals posted for any standard close item. So what you can really see is that this isn't doing the month end close yet. This is basically building I guess you would call it a report to show you before you do your month end close some of the things that are flagged that might not be right that you might want to pay extra attention to and help you to decipher what those things are instead of having to manually go into Business Central and figure it out by yourself. So, what's pretty cool about this is let's say you're at home and your computer and stuff is at the office and you're not going to be at the office for another 2 hours. Your workday doesn't start till 8 a.m., but it's 6 a.m. now. You can actually go on your phone through Dispatch in the Cloud app, type in the command or whatever, and have this run at your desk while you're not there so that when you get into the office, this is already done. You come in, you see what the problem is, and then you can tell your agent, in this case, Lucia, to let's fix this, let's look at this, whatever it may be, because she has the capabilities to write back to Business Central. So pretty cool. Definitely something that's going to save you a lot of time, hopefully. And if not save you a lot of time, it's actually good for just double checking your work as well. But like I said, as the agent evolves, as Lucia evolves here, maybe we'll go through and have her do month end eventually, and then she'll get everything knocked out, and maybe we'll give her a shot at closing year end by herself just to see what happens. So, but AI is coming. Uh, Pay attention to whatever you can. Be careful what you try by yourself, though, especially when you're giving something read or write data access through an MCP like we did with Business Central. Be sure to use an AI specialist to set it up or consult with an AI consultant. A lot of those are the same person, AI consultant, AI specialist. So, all right, there you have it. Remember, automate to elevate with AI.